All right, bear with me. I'm on uh, babysitting duty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of This Is Recorded podcast. I got Winnie with me, so if you hear me going off, yelling at people, snatching stuff, snapping, I hate that sometimes in audio adventures, but please bear with me. Welcome to December. If you're watching this on Sunday when it officially drops, it's December 3rd. If you're a hip-hop head or a Brooklyn guy or a lover of music, hip-hop music for real, you know that the next day, tomorrow, is December 4th, which is Jay-Z birthday, which is Sean Corey Carter, which is to some the greatest MC. I hate those debates. You kind of leave that to you in your era when you was born. Yes. They say it's the last day of his museum in Brooklyn. I hope that's not true. I hope that is a dirty rumor. I hope that is a lie because I would like to get there and see it myself because I haven't been able to see his museum in Brooklyn, but it seemed pretty amazing. The library cards was all his different album covers. That's really, really amazing. But Jay-Z, man, December is here. His birthday, maybe he'll have a big party there. It said December 4th is the last day. Also shopping. Get your shopping done early, guys. Get your holiday stuff done early if you celebrate, because you don't want to wait till the last minute. You know, get them deals, shop them deals. They're out there. I am an avid shopper of BJ's wholesale spot. Maybe I'm getting older, whatever it is, but I am. But do that, man. And I guess one of the big reasons that I like Jay-Z the most, if I could get into it with you briefly, is his confidence, man. Jay-Z's confidence never wavered. His uncle told him, "You'll never be like LL." He didn't get on until he was like 26 when rappers get on 18, 19, sometimes even younger. LL like 16, 17, things like that. He never wavered in his confidence. He always believed in himself. And I think all of us need to have that. I have a hard time believing in myself, believing I can do it, believing that it's another way outside of just working this way or going to school this way or doing it this way. But that got me to thinking, which one is more important to you? Is it better to have more confidence or is it better to have faith? But honestly, if we think about it, they're both one and the same. Because confidence, you feel like you can do it, you believe you can do it. Faith is that you know it's going to happen. It was meant for you. It's going to happen. No matter how dark it is, no matter how lonely it is, no matter the finances is getting low, no matter nobody is giving you help, nobody is trying to figure it out for you. That faith is that it's going to be there, I think in the Bible they said faith of a mustard seed can get you a long way, But confidence, you're just really confident in yourself. You feel like you can do it. You feel like, they don't know yet, but they will see. The greats, Prince, Jay-Z's, probably all the rappers, every rapper, they say you should say you the best and believe it. If you don't believe that, if you don't see that, you're probably not the best. So you have to believe that. You have to have that confidence. But I truly believe you have to have both. In this life we travel, and we are told this way when we're younger, when we're kids, our parents form our imaginations or form what they want us to do, and they project what they want us to do on us, and because maybe that's what they didn't do, or the TV and society projects what you should do, but you have to believe in what you want to do. You have to have confidence that out of no way, some are greats, man. That's why music is so amazing, because it gives us a feeling. It gives us a feeling of something we're not. It gives us a feeling of something we want to be. It gives us a feeling of love. It gives us a feeling of thoughts. It gives us all kind of emotions. But those people had to be super confident, because it's very, very hard to break through. Now it seems easy because even like for me, I could just upload this thing and feel like I made it, but it's not easy. It's hard. I don't get a bunch of views. I get a few views here and there, but it's something that I love, and it's something that I'm confident that it's going to reach somebody, and I have faith that it's going to touch a lot of people. And I, put that together, and I make that my concoction of love, and I give it to you guys. I give it to the people. I want you guys to have that faith. I want you to have that love, and I want you to talk to your family or your friends you truly believe in, you know, and family meaning anybody that is really there for you through thick and thin. That's your family. Or, you know, you're truly blessed if you have real family that you could talk through thick and thin, a spouse, you know, parent, aunt, uncle, anybody, man, or just a coworker, friend, anybody that y'all could just confide in with each other and, you know, have talks of love, have talks of concern, have talks of voicing your opinion on something without pushing, you know. But I learned in life sometimes it's good to be a great listener, you know, always giving your opinion all the time and telling people what they should and shouldn't do. It needs to be reserved for like that moment. And you know what that moment is when you know somebody's about to make a really, really bad mistake. You really, really know that. Not what you think. You like, no, this is bad. This is drugs. This is death. This is, you know, going into jail, something like that. That's when you kind of step in. But focus on being a good listener. You know, you have to listen because people are telling you exactly what they need from you, what they want. You know, when you're younger, you just, you know, you argue to get your point across. But as you get older, you become a better listener. You learn that, hey, in order for us to get somewhere, we got to listen. We got to talk. We got to hear each other out. Like for me, you know, I learned that, hey, if I say something, you say something back. It's like, hey, we're not about to get nowhere fast. So I kind of leave it alone. But for your loved ones, especially for the youth, man, I try to talk to my nephews, brother-in-law, anybody that could listen, you know, about like, hey, these paths, you know, because we all lay these foundations of love, hoping that the newer generation, the younger generation doesn't have to go through what we went through. They don't have to have it as hard as we had it. We try so hard to give them the tools, you know, but that's what comes with talking. You know, I feel like a lot of parents today, they feel like they want to be friends and they scared they about to lose their kid. And I can understand that fear, but you have to understand that if you don't say it to them, who's going to say it to them? Who are they going to believe? If the person that raised them, if the person they were born from, if the person that watched them from when they couldn't understand anything, so now that they think they understand life, if you don't say it to them, who can? Be there for your children. Be there for your loved ones. Be there for your spouse. Voice your concerns. And that is like a form of therapy. It really is a form of therapy when you speak it out, when you talk it out. For me, I hate having the big talks or, you know, the talks about how I feel or something like that. But I learned that it's like, you know, when I used to write papers in high school, once you get started, it could get flowing. When I get started, I could flow and I could talk and I could get my thoughts out clearly. But initiating it is the hardest part. A lot of people in this earth, you know, want to have talks with their parents, want to have talks with an abuser, want to have talks with a spouse, but they just can't do it. They don't have the confidence. And a lot of people will leave this earth not having that important talk. Don't let that person be you. Have those talks. Have your space. Have your time. Have a clear head. Talk when you know you're ready. Don't talk when you know you're going to be combative or just go back and forth. Talk when we both can listen. You know, I just said that. When we both can listen, you know, when we're both in a space of listening. Because like I said before, the Saba song, you know, you're not listening, you're just waiting to talk. You know, we have to be listening, not just waiting to talk. You know, and be you. I'm the king of I love podcasts as well, but I'm the king of documentaries. I really, really love documentaries. Up 6 a.m. today, watching a Little Richard documentary. And I mean, he was the GOAT, you know, he was the man that put rock and roll on the map. He's the man that put Macon on the map. We got Otis Redding from Macon. We got other people from Macon, but he is the innovator. He is, man, they showed me something so amazing. They said he would have a slow tempo on his left finger and then banging the keys fast on his right. Now that documentary, Little Richard, is on HBO Max. You know I love to tell y'all where to get it from. But what I seen with him is that he was afraid to be himself. You know, he felt like he was a gay man in the 50s where it was very hard to be gay and out there and be yourself. But he was out there, but then he would have these glimpses, where he felt like God was on him and feeling like he's doing the wrong thing. And then he would, probably get low on money or something. And then he would go back and he would, go make that music, make music, secular music, or music that might have homosexual references in it. And he would go back and then go back to the church. And then I think, possibly in his last days, it was like he'd go back to the church and then he, like lived that way until he died, possibly. It wasn't clear on a documentary. But he fought with being him. I don't want to tell the documentary fully, but I wanted to get this point across that he fought with being who he truly was. He fought a lot with truly being accepted. For me, I really feel like, I can't speak from a gay perspective, but I feel like, especially for gay black men, it's really, really hard to come out and be yourself, to come out to your family, to come out to your friends, because you feel like they won't accept you no more. They won't love you no more. They won't understand, So a lot of people will go to their graves, they get in drugs. Back in the day, they talk about bathhouses where you go and just do a bunch of wild stuff and have sex. And, HIV was just now coming and they wanted to kill themselves. They wanted to die. It's really hard to be yourself. For these gay brothers, it's really hard to be themselves because of people won't accept them. People won't love them, most of all. That's the number one thing with being you. I think all of us are afraid that people won't love us for being us. But the number one love and the deepest love you need to have is for yourself. The number one love and the deepest love you have to have is for your inner child. The number one love and the deepest love is what you, me and you, can give to this world. Don't leave this earth not being you. It may take you a lot of years. It's a blessing for the youth and younger people that get it early. I think a lot of people admire people that be them all the time. I think we admire musicians, athletes that are just great at being them. Be you all the time. Do not leave this earth not being you. Have the confidence. Don't let a job shake you. Don't let a relationship shake you. Don't let your mind shake you from being you. Truly and honestly, be you. I speak into existence this week. You break out of the shell of being what other people want you to be and slowly start cracking away and birth the person which is you. And this is recorded.